host Nathan. You know who I am if you've subscribed before. For all the people which have subscribed, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're here today with another guest, back into the prison sort of stuff, and I'm just going to get into it. What's your name, mate?
Robert, bro.
Robert, how old are you?
Me, 21.
21, so
Yeah.
you're classed as a YO still, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me, man, I got you here today because I wanted to discuss, you've just been released, yeah?
Yes, recently, yeah.
So, and you're in approved premises.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what's that like?
It's alright, you know what I'm saying, bro? I want to be with my family in the house, you know what I mean? I don't want to be somewhere that, you know what I mean? I don't want to be, you know? It's still like being in a deep-up prison. They still tell you what to do, you'll get your room searched and all that. I had enough being in prison, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I don't need that.
You don't need that, yeah. So basically, right, so you get, you know, for people that don't know, yeah, like who watch this, right, so you do your prison sentence, yeah? I don't need to know what you did, like, I'm not interested in that. But how long did you do?
3 years, 3.5 years.
So you did the whole 3.5 years, so you got 6 years?
Yes.
So, and then did you do Cat D?
No.
So you just got straight released to the AP, yeah?
I done 3.5, I done 3 years in Wales in Park. The first time I was on remand in Bristol for 9 months, and they put me in Wales in Park. Done all my 3 years there, you know what I mean, altogether 3 years. And then after that, they took me to immigration centre for 7 months for nothing.
Wow, they took you to immigration centre. So give me a little bit of your background, please, like, because obviously there seems to be a bit of a story there.
Yeah, I'm from Slovakia originally, you get me, I'm gypsy. And yeah, I've been in the UK half of my life for 11 years now, you know what I mean? I barely know how to speak my own language.
Right, so you come here when you was like 10,
10 years
11,
old, yeah.
and you've been here most of your life, and then obviously you committed a crime, and because you gone to prison, they've identified that you shouldn't be here. Is that it, or should you be here? Have you got like papers and that? Or?
No, I got all my papers. I got full settlement to see it's like I'm full settled in the UK and all that stuff. Like, when I ended up being in an immigration centre, it's just a lot, man.
So did someone mess up? Someone made an error?
They did mess up, innit, because I shouldn't be there in the first place, innit? But then decided me, after 7 months, giving me an immigration bail, let me out on bail, deciding if I'm still staying in the UK or not. You know what I mean? I got all my family here, like I got brought up here, I came into the UK when I was 10 years old and all that. Like, I don't want to go back to my country. I don't even know nothing about it, you get me? Like, I've been of the proud, like, part of the British, you know what I mean, community for years now.
Yeah, yeah. So why have they said this then? So what with the immigration? Are they saying because you committed a crime?
Yeah, I broke the law and yeah.
So you broke the law and you're not welcome in and all sort of thing, is it? Or is that what I mean? I'm talking like, I mean, this isn't from my perspective, I wonder about what they're. So you've got the right to stay here. Yeah. So how does it work? Are they saying, right, well, we give you the right to stay here, you've committed a crime, or we don't want you in no more? Is that what they're trying to say?
No, they decided if I'm staying in the UK, yeah, you know what I mean? Because I've been out only for like a month and a half now, brother, and I don't know nothing what's going on, nothing at all, you know.
Must be stressful for you, yeah?
Yeah, it is, because they told me like I'm not allowed to work or study. Like I got big dreams I need to reach, like to get me achieve, like, you know what I mean, have a job, have my own life, support my family, my dad, my mum, in it, you know what I mean.
Yeah, because it's very sad. So basically, you've got out of prison, you've made a mistake. Yeah? Was that your first time in prison?
Yeah, it was my proper first time doing sentence, you know.
Like, not your first time in trouble.
No. I went to prison the first time for robbery. That's the actual robbery that I've done. You know what I mean? That's the first time I went to prison. They gave me 2 months, and they came out. And then not long after that, I was back in 2 weeks. I was out, and then I got back in there. You know what I'm trying to say, bro?
What made you commit crime then in the first place? Like if you
friends, innit? I'm telling you guys, stay away from friends. Be by yourself. Build trust your own self.
So you got in with the wrong crowd, yeah?
Yeah, just the wrong crowd.
Just the wrong crowd. So you're not really like a violent person yourself.
No, people they can think whatever they want to. You know what I mean? I'm a soft man. You know what I mean? I got 5 sisters. I'm the only brother. I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't like problems. You know?
Yeah. So you chilled out. You don't like conversation, no?
No.
Right, okay. So you've done your prison sentence, yeah? You've come out. It's quite a stressful. Approved premises like probation. There, you go there for how long? How long have you? What was your allocation to be there?
What, in the AP there?
Yeah, how long was the time you're supposed to be there?
I've been there for like, I meant to be there for 3 months, but I've been there for like a month and a half now, so nearly 2 months, innit?
Yeah, so are they letting you out earlier there?
Yeah, they let me out, put me in Bristol in the same place like this, but doesn't have staff members or doesn't have like what time you need to be home and all that.
Right,
so
okay,
it's
yeah,
calm.
so it's still got cameras, but it's not staffed, it's not
Yeah,
manned, yeah, like in
yeah.
pre-premises, yeah.
I'm only there for four weeks, and then shortly I can go back to my family's house. You know what I mean? I'm a
Okay,
big
yeah.
family guy. Like I like being around my family, like making them happy and all that. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, man.
So it can't be easy, and obviously you get out of prison, yeah, you know, you go to the pre-premises, but the problem is you can't make any plans, can you? Because you can't work.
Yeah.
So you've been here all this time, you've done this sentence, right, and now you can't work or study. I mean, I don't see the logic in that, so until they make this decision, they give you a time scale, how long the decision will take?
Nah, nothing at all, man. It's just the waiting around. It's just a waiting game, you know. That's it.
Wow, yeah.
They call me, they let me know, and then tell me whatever, come down to the police station, and then from there I'm not coming out. You know what I'm saying? I already know how it works. Like I'm not stupid.
So if they call you down, you're getting deported, yeah?
Yeah.
Must be quite stressful, that one, really.
Yeah, man. I'm 21, brother. Like I want to work. You know what I mean? I want to wake up for something in the morning. Be like, yeah, I have to wake up. You know what I mean? To go to work or something. Not sitting around in a place like I don't know anybody or speak to them. You know what I mean?
I think I see what they're saying. So basically, you had the right to stay here. Yeah, they're going to say, well, we give you an opportunity, and you wanted to commit violent crime, so we don't want you here, like, you know. But at the same time, you're a young man. Yeah, you're not an older fella. Yeah, you young people make mistakes. You know, you identified your mistakes, and you don't want to be like that no more. So now they should basically give you the chance, you know, to make it right. You're not going to be able to do that if you can't work.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, I mean, I know you, like, I've spent time with you, I know you're not going to go back to crime, but you'd think, yeah, someone who's been released, he cannot work, cannot study, is going to go back to crime, man. Because they're going to, I mean, we're talking hypothetically, yeah, we're not talking about you, like, here, yeah, but, like, the pressures of what needing money and stuff like that, and people's going to go, commit crime to make money, ain't they, really? So really, it's to me, it doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? You're allowed to claim benefit, though.
No, I'm not allowed to claim nothing at all.
So how are you going to eat and stuff?
That place that I'm in right now, they feed me.
Yeah,
They feed me, innit?
and that's it, that's all you get, yeah? So what is it, after that it's going to be like food banks and stuff?
Nah, I ain't trying to.
I'm not trying to disrespect you,
No,
bro,
no,
I
I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
They said that to me already, food banks. I said, nah, I ain't trying to do that. Like, I'd rather be with my family in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With my loved ones, eat food, you know what I mean? Be with my mom, my dad in the house. That's just a big thing for me, you know?
So you're lucky that you got the family, yeah?
Yeah.
So how do you think it would be like if you didn't have them?
It'll be hard for me. I'd rather be in jail, you know?
That's sad though, you know what I mean? It's really sad, you know what I mean? Like, you hear this all the time as well, yeah? Like, people, like, in the situation that you're in, you're blessed that you had the family, yeah? But if you didn't have them, they'd be forcing you to go food banks, living in tents. You know, it's just like, wow, and you're thinking, like, how the hell is a person going to change their life? Like, if they're in that situation, do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is why I do these podcasts, you know what I mean? Because I think people need to hear actually what's really going on, like, you know? Because I want to go back to the pre-premises, yeah? Because you're the first guest I've had to talk about pre-premises. Like, what's the environment like when you get there, like?
Brother.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. So obviously there's some undesirable people there, yeah? Yeah, you got to navigate who you speak to, yeah? Because you could be speaking to someone you don't respect what they did as a crime, yeah? We know what we're talking about, you know what I mean? So, like, sex offences,
That's what I'm saying, I just don't. Like, that thing just pisses me off. It's like, I don't want to go back to jail because of that stuff, innit? Like,
yeah. So it's difficult because they put you men in with, like, people who should have done some horrific things to children, for instance, yeah? And some might say, oh, well, your crime's no better. Well, okay, that's down to their opinion. For me, them crimes are just unforgivable, yeah? But, so you got to rub shoulders with them and try and navigate them and stay away from them, yeah? So that's quite difficult, yeah? Is it quite difficult, yeah?
It is, man. I just speak to a few people, you know what I mean, that I know what the crime is. Like, there's a person in the like, is only in there for robbery, and the other guy's in for drugs. Like, I mean, that's calm. They know, like, part of the...
Like paedophiles, basically, let's just say how it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't hang around with them, you know.
Yeah, of course not, I know that. And what I'm saying is, they could be in there, and it causes pressure on people, you know what I mean? Like, that is the most major thing, I think, that people have to say about the pre-premises is the staff, and obviously, you could be rubbing shoulders with paedophiles, you know what I mean? It's not, you know, in prison they separate us, don't they?
No,
So-
of course they do because they know innit, the nonsense will get beat up innit.
Yeah.
And if you come on the main wing, your head is gonna get smashed in, like, you know, not just by one guy, but like 10 people.
Yeah.
Because
But
obviously
then,
we're not that people that like do that to kids in it, you know.
yeah, of course.
I mean that's fucked up. Or we couldn't do that, like.
It's just mad, isn't it? But then when you get out, they can put you next door to him. You know what I mean? They expect you to like be nice to them and that.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, well, it's only just a test, you know, to test if you do it. If you do it, they know you're going back to prison.
That's a good thing you said there, yeah. Because that was a question I wanted to ask you. So, when you're in the approved premises, yeah, do you feel tested? Like,
No,
do
I
you
feel
think
tested every second, every minute that I'm in there, brother. I'm telling you, the staff members that are in there, I'm telling you, they're just not nice people. They can put you in prison by just clicking their fingers. You know what I mean? They'll be like, yo, call the police, let's put it back in there.
Do you feel pressure with that, yeah?
Yeah, I have to do whatever they tell me to do. If I don't do it, like my situation is way different to other people that isn't it? You know what I mean? If I don't listen and what they tell me to do, I'm getting recalled, and I don't want to. You know, I miss my family for 3 years, man. 3.5 years, been in prison since 18 years old. It's a big time for me, you know.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's a big time of development in your life.
Yeah, man.
Do you feel like some of the stuff, like, you know, do you accept the tests? Like, do you feel a bit resentful towards it, or do you think like, actually, you know what, this is what they want me to do, I'll just ride it, I'll just get it done? Or do you think sometimes they could be quite unreasonable, you know, like not mentioning names of staff and that, you know, just generally, do you think some of them could be like trying to set traps, deliberately trying to hurt you, or do you think that they're quite reasonable? What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's just a test, innit? I'm just testing people, innit? If they see you doing something or going up to him and you done something to a kid or something, like, you know what's gonna happen, innit? That kid is gonna get beat up, like.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And
I mean, what I'm saying to you, like, so you think that they're testing your reactions to stuff? Do you think so? Say if you wanted to say go visit your family, like, no, you can't. You know, they're expecting you to go, why not? And they can write down in the book that you're acting like, you know, aggressively or like animated. That's the word, like you're playing up in it. Like they want you to play up and sort of. Because I've heard this from a few people, like they want you to play up so they can sort of like send you back to prison. Is that how you feel, or?
It's just to them to show you know, like if they see you know, like, oh yeah, if they can talk, like, you know, listening, you know, they're well. Just pick the phone up in as well, send him back in it. You know what I mean? It's no good to the community. It's not, you haven't changed not even one bit. What are we gonna do here? You know what I'm saying?
Can't be easy, man. Can't be easy at all. So what do you do? What do they offer you, like, in these places, yeah, to keep you busy?
Nothing.
They don't give you a gym membership?
Yeah, they don't give me no gym membership. The only thing that I do is just their rules and their courses, you know, that's in their house. You know what I mean? Like how to do like drug rules, like courses and all that stuff. Like, what's wrong with a bit of weed, man? People smoke weed in, it's just, you know what I mean? Weed helps people for their mind, innit, sometimes.
Yeah. So they're saying you can't smoke weed, no?
No, obviously they're saying I'm not allowed in it, but like me in it. I know it helps me. I'm not causing no problems. You know what I mean? I'm not outside smoking a split. You know, and then gonna go outside rob somebody, or you know what I mean? I'm not gonna try to do the same mistakes. I really learn from them, stepping away from them. This is me, new guy. You know, I'm trying to do none of that, bro.
Do you not think that they would see it as in, like, you know, from their perspective, yeah? And this, like I said, these questions ain't targeted you personally, yeah? I'm just saying how they thinking it, you know? You're thinking you ain't got no income, you know, you're in this situation, you start using drugs cost money, yeah? So from their perspective, do you not think they'd be worried, like, the guy's committed a robbery, he might rob to supply his drug habit? That's the way these people think, innit, you know, like, they don't think like we do, you know, like, well, your friends help you out, and there's other ways, other means, but like they'll panic. They'll think, oh well, he's using drugs. They cost money. Yeah. Next thing he's gonna rob people for money. Do you sort of see it that way? Do you reckon?
They already come into the head like, how is he getting this money? How is he buying this weed and all that stuff?
So they've already asked you that, yeah.
Yeah, nah, they do that. So how do you come back looking high, like stoned, and where's the money? How do you get it? It's like, you know, they were sort of like, I don't have the money for it, you know what I mean? Like, I go outside and meet some people that I know, you know, that they'll smoke it. Obviously, if they pass me the split, I'm gonna have a few drops, you know what I mean, to calm myself down, you know. I might go in for some stress or whatever, overthinking, and I just smoke 1-2 pounds or whatever, I'll just relax, you know what I mean? I'm not making no problems to no one, you know. Just keeping myself to myself.
I don't think anyone's ever been arrested for being stoned, have they? Like acting up, like drinking or cocaine.
Yeah, alcohol is different to weed, isn't it?
Yeah,
you drink,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not just gone in and you're not listening to one, innit?
Nah, when you're stoned, I don't think anyone gets. Not many people get violent stoned unless they get psychosis, really. You know. But yeah, but I can see where they're coming from. Like, obviously, I mean, I don't agree with it. I'm not saying I agree with it, but you can see where they're there to protect the public, aren't they? You know, and they're going to look at stuff as in like everything's worst case scenario with them, innit? So there could be like, it's never going to happen. You know that, I know that, but to them, it's like it could happen. So they have to cause a problem for it and make a noise. So it's frustrating, isn't it? Like, probably frustrating. So like obviously because you can't do any education. So what stuff? So they offer you in there like stuff about what drug courses, what
I
other
do
stuff,
drug
behaviour.
courses, I do behaviour courses, relationship courses. What else do I do? Employment courses. Like, I don't even know why I do that if I'm not allowed to work. Like, that's so stupid of them, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not allowed to do that. Why are you putting me on this course? You know what I'm saying?
I know, I get what you're saying, yeah.
What else do you do?
So what are the courses like? What are you actually doing in these courses in the approved premises? Like,
Nothing, it's just the road, bro.
it's just like, what, so they just sit you around like we're sitting here and just talk to you, is it? Or?
Just talk to me. They have a little piece of paper in front of it, just fill it out. It's like, yeah, that's the road done, you know what I mean?
So it's just, you just got to do what, like, is it like a box ticking, is it, do you reckon?
Yeah, to see if you're like attending all your courses and all that stuff. It's like part of probation as well, you know what I'm trying to say? But that's it.
Yeah,
Even my probation showed me this new course that I have to do, Key for Life. And it's good because I need to go down Wednesday tomorrow. I need to be there by 9 o'clock. And we're going to go off to some zoo or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like a little trip, innit? It's nice, you can get to meet like people in real life, you know what I mean? Like Huncho and Dignity, like rappers in real life, boxing and all that stuff. You can get your own job. It's good, you know. I like it, that's why I'm trying to put my mind down to it. In a few months' time, and I know already I'm going to stay in the UK, you know what I mean? I have my rights to stay in the UK, bro, so I'm doing this. Until
what's this course called again?
Key for Life.
Key for Life, and that's run by probation, yeah?
Yeah,
to get you like work, a future. Yeah, that's cool, man. So what do they like? So they are doing stuff to help you. At least they're doing something. That's pretty cool, man. And what are you trying to get out the outcome from that?
I don't know. Get a job or something, get a self-employed job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who doesn't want to be self-employed?
Exactly,
have your own car, have your own money. You know what I mean? Drive around. No man can tell you nothing. You know what I mean?
Did you do any courses in prison? Like
yeah, I done the what is this course called, bro? TSP or something?
Oh yeah, the behaviour ones, like thinking skills program. Did you do anything like bricklaying, plastering, anything like that?
No, I wasn't working like that in jail.
No, it wasn't that. No, okay. Not a lot of jails offer it sometimes either, did it? Like, you know what I mean? So what right, so since you've been out, obviously it's difficult for you to like to move forward because you're trapped in this thingy, but when does that course start with probation? Tomorrow, yeah.
I have to do it for 7 months, innit? Obviously, if you do it for 7 months, you're getting something out of it. It's not just doing it all for fun, innit? You're actually getting something out of it to keep in.
That's mad. How many days is it a week?
You get Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Wednesdays and Thursdays?
Yeah.
And you just go all over doing like work experience?
Work experience, like bricklaying and all that stuff. What else?
That's class that. At least you're going somewhere.
Yeah, it's all good. You can be a rapper. You can get anything out of it, bro.
What sort of, so with the rap music, what are they teaching? What do they offer to teach you for that, like music? How do you do music, like equipment and stuff?
Already said about what's his name, Huncho and Diggity. You can get to meet rappers like them, and they can put you on a good path. You know, I'm show you how to rap. You know, all that stuff. Yeah, that's it.
That's cool, man. At least you're moving forward, innit? And you've got ambition, man. So maybe like the fact that you can't work might be a little blessing in disguise, you know.
There's nothing to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just obviously they done that for a reason. I mean, let's not give him job and nothing. Yeah, see if he's gonna do the same mistakes, innit? You know what I mean? Go outside, rob people, and then you know what I mean. Just see if it's, you know what I mean, like that.
It's just a test, man. You just gotta pass that test, don't you? To stay headstrong, yeah. And stay away from the bad crowd. That's what you know. That's good advice that, like, you know, if any young people are watching. You know, it's easy to get into them crowds, isn't it? You know what I mean? And you think people, your friends, the fake friends, you know, next thing you're in some serious trouble. I mean, I know you from a different angle, innit? I know you from the church, yeah? Do you want to chat about that, like, or get into where you come with that? Like, did you always have faith, or?
Nah, but even when I was in prison, bro, yeah, I was going to the little chapel thing, innit, for Christians. Going in there, have like 2 minutes, you know what I mean, to myself in there. All it takes is 2 minutes, you know what I mean, if I was feeling, you know what I mean, stressed out and angry about something, you know, I just used to run upstairs, go on my knee and that, you know what I mean, hands together, pray to God for 2 minutes, only took 2 minutes, come back outside, I'm feeling fresh. Next minute you see me playing football, you know what I mean, boxing and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Just keep myself active, man. That's how I used to get into God. I used to do it with my mum and my dad, you know, go outside. Then I came into Gloucester here. I met some good people about church, and then since then I've just been going to the church, man. I like it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm trying to welcome God inside me.
Yeah, well, yeah, fair play to you, man. So, do you reckon that's had a big change in your life, or where you like?
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's how do I put this? Do you reckon it's like benefited you? Do you reckon God's helped you?
Yeah, God's helped me, yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Cool.
God is something, you know. If you put your trust in Him, He'll show you yourself one day too.
That's cool, man, because you know what, there's a big revival in the church, yeah, like on social media, everyone, you see it all the time, yeah, and I've got faith, you know that, do you know what I mean, and I had some bad experiences, yeah, like with faith in God and stuff, yeah, and that was in prison as well, you know what I mean, so, it's not about my story today, but yeah, it's crazy how He comes to, like, how He comes to find you, like, you know, like in them places, isn't it, you know, when you're at your lowest, and you're in some mad situations, it's mad how it can happen, isn't it?
God is you though. If you believe it, put your trust in it, you know what I mean?
Trust in it, yeah.
Trust me, he'll show you there one day. You're like, yeah, like this is me, you know what I mean? Don't do bad stuff. Because if you do bad stuff, you know what I mean, what are you getting? I get out of.
Well, you reap what you sow, don't you, as they say. You know, if you're around bad people, bad stuff, I mean, bad things can happen, yeah, that's just life, isn't it? But if you're around bad people and bad stuff, it's like, you know, you're welcoming it, aren't you? You know, you're sort of projecting it, manifesting it, you're reaping what you sow in it, you know what I mean? So, then people scratch their heads when bad things happen, you know what I mean? You know, if you run around with a load of thugs, yeah, and someone gets hurt, or you rob someone, well, that was you was doing that. But if you run around with a bunch of Christians, yeah, with a couple of Bibles, yeah, the worst thing you can do is probably do is trip over, do you know what I mean? You know, you can walk down the street, the worst thing you might do is trip over trip over a stone, yeah, you're not going to get hurt, you know what I mean? But if you run around with a bunch of crazy people, yeah, are doing crazy stuff, you know what I mean? It's mad, and it is that simple, do you know what I mean? Like, people don't really see it that way, you know, as you're involved in it. But, like, yeah, it's just that simple. I was watching something today, like, there's a guy on TikTok, I'll send you the link, yeah? And he was the same, he was a grafter, robber, drug dealer, roadman, you know what I mean? And he's found God, Jesus and all that, you know what I mean? And he's just calling people out all over TikTok, like, for their behaviours and, like, you know, like drug dealers and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting stuff. So, well, what's your plans? So, going back to what we're saying, what's your plans for the future, man?
What's my plans for the future?
With what's your dreams?
My dreams,
like, you know, like, you want to be self-employed, yeah?
Self-employed. Just have a good life, you know. Trying to support my mum and my dad, you know, obviously they're getting older now, bro, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be the son that, you know what I mean, cares for them, you know? I know they don't need to think about nothing, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be the son that comes home, you know what I mean? There's already food on the table and all that stuff, you know? Come back, you're like, yo, mum, here, take this.
Because it must have hurt when you went to prison.
Of course, bro, she couldn't sleep. She was stressed out, growing grey hair and that, bro, you know what I'm saying? You're her son, you know what I mean? You're like her loved one, you know? It's hard for your family, for your parents, innit, to let it go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's difficult, man. They do it with you, don't they? They do the sentence with you. And obviously the licence as well, are worried about you going back to prison. Like, you don't realise that when you're doing these things, you don't realise the people it affects around you, innit? So, have you got any kids?
Don't have no kids, bro. I'm just single man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't need no girlfriend right now. Like, look at me, bro.
Yeah, you got too much headache, haven't you?
Like, I'm just living, you know.
You got too much headache for that at the minute. Can't make any plans, like, you know. But what I was going to say, what's your future with the church and with faith, man? You got any plans with that? You just take it easy day by day?
Just take it like that, innit?
Yeah, man.
Just trying to learn day by day, you know what I'm saying? Become God's son, you know what I mean? That's why when I say, I want to be from power to God, you know? Be power for God, you know, you got to spread His word as well. Show it to your family. Because if you don't show it to your family, bro, it's just too much, you know what I mean? You got to show it to them, you know, who's God, you know what I mean?
You know, like, when you know, when I started becoming, when I become a Christian proper, like, I got baptized and everything. People like, they think you've gone mad or something now. They think you're like, how do you put it? Like, but if you live how, so they think it's just a blag, I think, yeah. But if you live your truth and you do change, yeah, people start to notice you, and people start like, oh, if you go into a church, I'll set on fire, or I'm surprised you didn't set on fire, yeah. But then after that, like when they start seeing you living your truth and you're doing change, you're doing good things, and you've changed your whole life around, yeah. People start to look at your life from a different light, but they also start to get interested and ask questions about it, like, oh, how does it work? Like, what happens? And
just kind of trust him, innit?
yeah, and I've took people to church with me, yeah, and you know, worship music's being sung and stuff like that, and they're getting sweaty next to me. They're like, oh, I feel good. And they're not church people. They're like, oh, and they've left with me, and they're like, wow, like something happened to me in there. And that's real, man. This stuff's real, you know what I mean? Like, and you've never come to church. Well, you come to church with me, and you're feeling it, you know. So it's crazy, man, isn't it? Has anyone been in your life like that yet? Like you brought to church and they've actually felt anything, or?
I haven't really brought anybody to the church like that I like, innit? Or they're just like my family, innit? You know what I mean? My mum's going to the church, oh man.
So your mum's a big Christian, yeah?
Yeah, man. She got her hand on her chest, hands up, like, started singing. I was like, no.
Praise
man.
the Lord, yeah.
I'm not doing this, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because if I'm with my mum, I'm just shy, bro.
Yeah.
She's just done woman's, innit? Like, just, yeah, I'm free, I'm comfortable, I'm chilling.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
What was it? Just I'll just ask a couple more questions before we wrap up. But like, what was it like? You know, when you first go to prison, because you're young. Obviously because you was in Park, you was obviously in the YOs, wasn't you? There's a young offenders there, in their wing. So you didn't really mix with the old lot, nah?
Nah, for the first, no, I've never been on a youth thing. Yeah, I've been straight on a
cons.
Yeah, straight on the main side with the big man, you know.
Yeah,
I was on a wing. I was 18, but like, I want to wing with the lifers. They're doing 25 years and all that. I'm like, yo, what is this? Is this dreams or something, bro? I thought I was dreaming. I went back to my cell. My door was getting locked at half 3. I was like, wait, what is this? What the fuck am I doing here, bro?
Yeah.
I just come to myself. I was like, nah, mate, I'm going. So I went on the wing, rolled a fat spliff, We went back in my room, smoked it, bro. I went to sleep, I woke up, I thought I was just dreaming, bro. I was like, yo, what am I doing? Food.
It's garbage. Terrible, isn't it? Food.
Mate, that food.
Yeah.
I'd done it for 3 years. 3 years, bro. All of that disgusting food, man.
Yeah.
I came out, I had the first thing, I had fucking kebab, innit? I had kebab, innit? I liked it, I had some milkshake. I went, mate, why does it taste so expensive to me, innit?
Yeah.
I thought it was expensive, bro. Because jail food is mad. You cook up your own food. I used to cook my own food in the kettle and all that mackerel. You get seasonings and all that stuff. Oh, you make some banging food, you know. Slow down, man. I can make some banging food.
You're going to start cooking, you're going to carry on cooking like out?
Well, I can cook in it, but not in the kettle, innit?
Yeah.
I can cook on my side, man.
You got a little pan.
Yeah.
You could set up your own little kettle cooking company, man, yeah? You're an entrepreneur, innit? I think people are doing that online now, aren't they? Like they're on TikTok and stuff like that, showing people how to cook prison food and that, you know what I mean? It's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't, you know, I'm not interested in that. I've seen all that, do you know what I mean, for myself. Like, I don't need to see all that again. So yeah, man.
Prison's not for everyone, man.
Nah, it's just a waste of life.
I told my own friend, one friend that I have, he's been by my side for 7 years now, bro. Even when I was in prison, that guy still came to see me, bro. Still came to see me. None of my friends, I had so many friends, bro. No one of them came. Only one guy. If I told him something, yo, look after my sisters, he would actually go to my mom's house and look after my sisters, you know. I swear I'm one of them brothers. When I needed peace, well, here's the money, you know what I'm saying? That's a real friend, you know what I mean? Look at these other friends that I had. No letters. No one's getting my number. No one's trying to get in hold of me, you know what I mean? Like, yo, because I'm his friend, you know what I mean? Where's the respect, you know what I mean, brother? I remember them days that when I was I had peas in my pocket, brother, yeah? We used to stand out, you had no money, bro. I used to go to the shop, buy you a drink or something, bro. Come on, man. And you don't show me no respect, give you peas and I show you love and respect, bro. And you just throw it back in my face. And when I get out of jail, you try contacting me like, what is this, bro? Like, leave man alone, fam, you get me? You don't want no beef, you know? Like, I'm not trying to get no problems, bro. I've been stopped twice. for no reason. You know what I mean? I'm not a gang member. I've never been in a gang. And people look at me on the streets because I dress like one. They think, oh yeah, I'm a gangster now. I'm walking around. You know what I mean? And all that.
So you've been stabbed a couple of times, yeah?
Yeah, I've been stabbed twice, bro. Like,
I've been stabbed a few times, yeah. I almost lost my arm.
that's why I got stabbed in my arm and my leg right here, bro. Twice, man.
Not nice, is it?
Yeah, I had my sister next to me as well, bro. I was in town.
It's not nice, is it? So have you got any long-lasting PTSD or anything, or do you manage to
No, I never.
dodge that one?
I never went to the hospital, bro. I just went straight home. My mom was bugging out. She's like, why are you bleeding so much? Just washed it with just water, tapped that with my t-shirt and my leg, went outside.
Well, you didn't have no stitches?
No stitches to live like that, bro.
That's alright then, isn't it? Couldn't have been.
I don't like speaking to the police, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not one of them. I say, oh yeah, I just gotta start. Let me call the police. No more. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna cut you.
Well, that's the question I was going to speak to you now about, like, so now you made this transition, obviously, I'm not going to say you're going to start being a police crash snitch, you know what I mean? But like, if you were faced now, like, if you're faced with some situations, yeah, then what are you going to do? Because you can't react with violence now, yeah? Because you know where it takes you, yeah? It takes you back to prison.
Yeah.
You can run away, you know what I mean?
It's not gonna take you back to prison.
You know, can you, what would you do, like, in them situations now? What, are you just going to avoid confrontation, don't avoid certain places?
I already know. I can see people with a red flag straight away. If I'm looking at you and I already know, I know you're not the right guy to be around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just me. I'm just one guy. Come to the church, be with my family. I said that's what I do, bro. I don't speak to nobody like that. I go to Bristol, see one of my friends. That's it.
So respect for that, man. What advice would you give to, if you could give your younger self advice, what would you say right now? If you could go back to 17, 16, 17, before all this happened, what would you say?
I don't know, just say to myself, like, you need to change your life. This is not good, bro. You need to stay away from friends. Listen to your parents. Trust me, because parents is a big thing, yeah. If you don't listen to them, especially your dad and your mom, bro, they're going to prison. Because every single word that comes out of their mouth, trust me, it's true.
You seen it coming, yeah?
Yeah. Obviously, my mom and my dad used to tell me, like, yo, don't go outside with them. They're not good friends for you. What happened? They're not good friends for me. I ended up in prison, you know what I mean? That's why I lost my family, my freedom. Well, I was in prison, like, you know what I mean? The only times I get to see them is on the...
So your younger self, that's very good advice for your younger self, yeah? To avoid bad people, bad friends, listen to your family, you know, and just take the right advice. But would you change what's happened now?
Yeah, 100%.
So would you change going to prison if you like, sometimes, like, some people say, I'm glad I went, you know, I'm glad I went. Maybe not for as long, but I'm glad I went. Do you think it's helped you?
You know what I mean? I'm happy that I went to prison. It showed me a lot, made me grow up. I'm 21 years old, man. I'm feeling like a big man already, bro. Trust me. Like, the mind that I got, because when you're in there with people, you know what I mean? Not there with kids. You know what I'm saying? You're there with big men on a wing, bro. You're talking to a lifer. Like, I used to sit around on the table with a lifer telling me, yo, when you get out, bro, stay away from problems. Change your life around. When you do your boxing, like, I got a boxing fight coming up and that's what keeping me busy. That's what you know what I mean, making me stay.
Fair play to you. But fair play for doing it, you know what I mean? Because it's good focus, you know what I mean?
It's keeping me off the streets, bro.
Because me personally, I want to get into helping people stay out of trouble, especially younger lads. Yeah, I mean, I'm a lot older than you. I'm 36. Yeah. But I made a lot of mistakes. I've done a lot of stupid stuff, and I've got a 16-year-old son. Do you know what I mean? And he's a good lad, yeah. But you know, it just worries me what's going on. Like, you know, people can just get so easily into stuff, and the sentences are getting longer and longer now. You know, you make a little mistake, they're getting big sentences, and you're always one step away from a number on that card, yeah. And big sentences now, like, you know, especially if people are carrying shanks and that, yeah, knives. You know, if you're going to carry it, there's a possibility you could use it. You know. I'm not saying that you did do that. I'm just saying, like, this is what's happening nowadays, isn't it? It's just scary, man. But it seems like it's done you the world of good, though. Like, it's they say prison doesn't work. It doesn't work, you know, in certain respects. Yeah, you know, they do need to change a lot and do make a little bit different. But if you want it to work, you know, the purpose is losing your time of your life is the punishment, isn't it? You're not there to be punished. Losing them years of your life, innit? You know, you're never getting them years back. and then it sort of takes your head for a wobble, doesn't it? You know, you can go one or two ways, prison. You can either go in there and learn loads of stuff and come out doing loads of stuff. I mean, that's what I did years ago. Like, I learned more and come out and did other stuff, yeah? Made connects and that. And then, but for other people, like, it just, nah, I don't want that, do you know what I mean? And you're blessed that you learned from a young age, bro, you know what I mean? So maximum respect, man. It's not a weakness, it's a strength, man, do you know what I mean? Fair play to you, and you're gonna, your life's the only way is up now. You just got to stay focused, stay in that tunnel vision. Like, and it seems like you've got it on, you know, on smash, as they say, yeah? You just stay focused with good people, yeah, and just keep all the fools away from you, man. And just suck you in, they don't care about you, do you know what I mean? At least you can see that now, innit? So yeah, man. It's been great having you on today, man. Really been good having you. And thank you for being honest, yeah, about the struggles which you're going through and that, you know what I mean? Because you never know, this podcast is about like real people's lives, yeah? You know, it's not about like famous people or whatever. It's just about normal, ordinary people, yeah? Just trying to like make a difference, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Stay blessed.
You too.